If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 59 of the My Player series here on FIFA 16. We thought we were going to have an international special today, but as you can see, the game against Holland is on the 11th, and if I have a quick look at the original screen there, you may have already seen it, there is no game on the 11th on my particular calendar here on the central screen, so we've not been selected for our national side for the next game, or the games there against the Netherlands and Hungary in the friendlies, so we didn't have to worry about whether we were going to play them or not because we weren't selected. So it's going to be normal Everton League football for us in today's episode. In fact, there may be a Champions League game in there. Is that against Juventus? Question mark. If my brain remembers, it is. It's Middlesbrough, who we've just played in the Cup, haven't we? Middlesbrough, we have, and we got a 2-0 victory against them in the Cup. So if we can beat them in the league as well, that would be brilliant. And then Juventus, or if we're not selected for Juventus, it will be Tottenham because of the short distance in game the short distance in time between the Middlesbrough and Juventus game. I'd like to be selected for both though. In fact, if we do well in the Middlesbrough game and the game seems pretty safe, I may even take myself off 15-20 minutes before the or request a substitution 15 to 20 minutes before the end of the game, just to make sure we keep an extra little bit of stamina for the Juventus game, because that's very important. But as you can see, we're playing Jego in goal, Pennington at the back, as you might expect, Funes Mori, Baines, Cleverley, Gibson, Delafeu, Morales, myself and Lukaku. Why Jego's playing instead of Tim Howard, I'm not sure. Let me have a quick look at the squad report. Is Tim Howard alright? No suspensions, he's match fit. We're just going to play Jego for this one apparently. Okay, fair enough. Apologies if in the background you can hear some fireworks going off. There's not really too much I can do about that. People are just setting off fireworks because it's Christmas, I suppose. Anyway, we'll jump into this game against Middlesbrough, and hopefully we can continue our fantastic form so far this season in an Everton shirt. If you enjoy the episode, then drop the video a like rating as always, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hopefully I can put in a couple of performances that are worthy of your subscription. Downing into Stuani. Got two runners in front of him. He's going to use Mustafa Carriol, who's brought it down well. Is a cross coming? Yes, is the answer to that. Jego's come and punched it though. Can we beat the defender there? We can't. Might be able to put Insue off. Lukaku's given away a foul though, by giving him a little bit of a push. It's a free kick in a dangerous position here. Stuart Downing might shoot and might even put them one in front. In fact, no, it's not going to be that good a free kick. It's gone high and wide. Sorry, Stuart. We're going to stay at 0-0 5 minutes in. And Sue, that's a nice ball through the gap to Ghana Gay. Here's Mambaram Diouf. Playing him as a right winger here, Mambaram Diouf, when he's ordinarily a striker. But he's put in a great ball, and Stuani has given Middlesbrough the lead after 32 minutes. It's been all Middlesbrough in this first half. They've had the only two chances so far. The first one wasn't the best, but that one was very well taken. Decent ball in by Mambaram Diouf. And then a tidy header. I was slightly disappointed there that the defender didn't do too much else to try and put him off, although Stuani is a strong physical player. Who was it that was next to him? It was Funes Mori, was it? No, was it Funes Mori? I think it was. Number 30, actually, that might have been Mason Holgate. It was Holgate. The tiny little wingback just couldn't deal with it, and Jego couldn't get anywhere near it either. Well taken header, and unfortunately, against our former side, we're 1-0 down. Cleverly, I'll call for it through this gap. He's given it to me. There's Lukaku waiting for it. Terrible first touch, taking him 30 yards away from where he actually was, but we'll try a little bit of skill to get past one defender, and then we'll turn inside him. I might try and finesse it to the far bottom corner. Maybe should have tried to find a teammate in that situation. Morales has bullied the ball back again, but then his cross is absolutely terrible. Might keep it in Mason Holgate. He has done. Is a cross going to come? I've called for it. It might go to Lukaku rather than me. Reece Williams clears, and we'll have a throw-in. Putting the pressure on now, then trying to find an equaliser. Delafeu will get it from Holgate. They've gone back and played a 1-2. Holgate driving inside. I'll call for it here, and we'll give it to Tom Cleverley. Okay, or we'll try and get it to Lukaku, who still has the ball. He finds Tom Cleverley, and we find an equaliser. Cleverley scored against Newcastle at the weekend with the very last touch of the game. There's still plenty of time to go here for us to maybe get a second goal, but my initial ball was meant for Cleverley there, but in the end, it has then gone into the back of the net, so never mind. Not too fast. Really good first time hit actually from Tom Cleverley. Seems to be in decent scoring form in real life and in this series because he's picked up a couple of goals recently as well. That's 1-1 here away from home against Middlesbrough. We'll see if we can go and get a second. Gibson. Oh, this is nice football, really nice football. Call for it from Cleverley. We could do with some... Actually, we'll get it back to Tom Cleverley. Go on, Tom. Finish it. Oh, it's 2-1 at the beginning of the second half. What a move. Really pleased with that. Immediately gotten ourselves in front at the start of the second. We've gotten an assist from that one, and Cleverley has himself a brace. That came out of nowhere. It was just pinging the ball about on the left-hand side of the pitch. Couple of back heels in there as well. And then out of nowhere, Cleverley makes a return run. It didn't look like I had any options when Cleverley gave me the ball. He made a great incisive run, darting towards the box. And we just had to simply lift it over the top towards him. See him play it and then make the move off the back of the defender. Play it back into him and smashing finish. Everton 2, Middlesbrough 1. Ruelas gets it to me. Lukaku's making runs. Where's the rest of their defence gone? Romelu Lukaku in behind. Oh, he's played it back. No, surely not. Oh, I thought Cleverley was going to get a hat-trick, but he passed it straight back to Lukaku. Why would he not try and shoot there? He tried to lay it back. Never mind, a chance to make it 3-1. I don't know where the rest of their defence went. That was just a simple through ball, and he was clean in. We'll give it to Cleverley, who is playing more like a cam here in this game, almost more like a second forward so far. That's a great cross. Look, oh, Romelu. Oh, he's offside anyway, but still, Romelu Lukaku gone for the diving header and just completely missed the ball and just flopped on the floor. Never mind, even if it had gone in, it wouldn't have made it 3-1, but we at least still have our lead intact for now. And that was his last effort on the pitch as well. Embarrassing for Romelu Lukaku. Offside, misses a diving header, and then immediately taken off the pitch. Deulofeu has given it straight to Mark Pugh. Although Leandro Rodriguez has won it back again. Here's Deulofeu. That was really nicely done, and that'll be a free kick to us. There's only 2 minutes to go, and it's not long now till the final whistle's going to go. We've not been able to take ourselves off for a substitution to save stamina because the game's been so close. I just didn't feel comfortable leaving my teammates, but we'll call for this from Cleverley. We'll try and get a turn in if we can. Squeeze it there to Mason Holgate. The right back's pushed all the way up. So much for being on part of the bus when your defenders are all the way up there at the other end of the pitch. Here's Kevin Morales. A call for a through ball. We play it through to me. Leandro Rodriguez is in the middle. We could make it 3 here. I'm going to try and cut inside with a Ronaldo chop, but it's not quite worked. That particular skill move is nowhere near as effective this year as it was last year. It used to be a very, very good and dependable way to turn inside the defender with a Ronaldo chop, but they're able to read it 9 times out of 10 now. You have to be very particular with when you use it. I tried to use it there and it just didn't come off, but we do get a 2-1 victory away from home against Middlesbrough, so 3 points in the league. Will we be fit for the game against Juventus though? That's the question. That was our 100th match of our entire career. We're getting a couple of accomplishments there. Is that going to move us closer to 87? Oh, it was only 2 accomplishments. I'm not sure whether it will actually move us closer to 87. We could do some training though, I think, in the next week, and we'll see if that can move us closer towards being up another rating. We'll have a look. I'm trying to, there we go, move down. Right, can anything go up? Oh, curve could go up by 1, but I don't think that's really going to affect our overall rating too much, is it, if it does? And we got an F in that one anyway. Brilliant. Okay, well, are we selected for Juventus? That's the question. If we're not, it will be Tottenham at the weekend. And we have not been selected for Juventus. This is a big game. This game could decide whether we stay at Everton in January or whether we move on. If we lose, we're probably out of the Champions League. If we win, we're probably through to the next round. It's very important. We've lost it 1-0 thanks to a Dybala substitute goal in the 67th minute. I'm not confident of going through in the Champions League now, although we did get a win against Ajax. Matthew Pennington has now broken a collarbone and is out for 3 months. We are running out of centre-backs. We are really running out of centre-backs. That is not good whatsoever. We've got 1 game left in the Champions League against Ajax. Let's have a look and see what the group stage looks like. We've got Tottenham next in the league. But what does the Champions League group stage look like? I'm not confident, actually, that we'll be able to get through. We'll switch again. It takes so long to go through these menus. We are the last group, aren't we? We are bottom of the group. And we have Ajax in the last game. Ajax in the last game, is it? It is Ajax, isn't it? So if we need to beat Ajax in the final Champions League game and hope that Juventus lose against Leverkusen. It's in the balance. Our future at Everton is in the balance. If we get knocked out of the Champions League, I'm probably going to leave to another, but only to another side that is involved in the Champions League. Because there's no point leaving Everton to then go to another side that isn't in the Champions League. We might as well see out the season here at Everton and then move to a side that's in the Champions League. But we've been selected here for the game against Spurs, so we'll jump into this one and see if we can get another 3 points for our league title campaign, I suppose. 13 games played, and we're only 2 points off the top and miles ahead of third place. Sacco to Oviedo. to Cleverly. We're playing a real heavy rotation side here against Tottenham. Sacco with a cheeky little 360 spin ball, thinking he's Ronaldinho. Here's Smith into Ward. Tottenham clearly playing a bit of a rotation side as well. This is battle of the squads here, or battle of squad depth. Ward in a physical battle with Brian Oviedo that he comes out the better of. Here's Tom Carroll down the right for Spurs. Up against the defender, stood up a good cross. Who's going to win that? Clinton and GA underneath it. Here's Nasser Chadley on the left-hand side for Spurs. Yeah, the crowd really roaring here at White Hart Lane. They're desperate for their side to get off to a good start. Here's Ben Davies into the box. Ward again. Back to Ben Davies. Where's he going to go? Is the cross going to come in? Nasser Chadley's out wide again. Davies, Chadley. There is the cross, deflected and cleared away by Besic, who's playing at centre-back for us in this one. We've got Lennon on the right. We've got Sacco on the left. We've got this guy, Jones, who's 63 rated, playing at right-back. But fortunately, we have myself and Lukaku through the middle as the main front forward two centrally. Here's Jones, though, on the attack. Can the young right-back do anything here? No idea where Mason Hoggett is. Maybe he's just out of stamina, not got much fitness left. We'll play this into Darren Gibson. He and Cleverly still playing in the middle, which is decent. Cleverly, especially after picking up a brace against Middlesbrough. Can we maybe get another assist to him here? Trying to play him in, but Ben Davies clears it away. It's going to be a tough game, this one, I think, with tired first-team players and fully fit, but not as good rotation players. 12 minutes in, 0-0. Lennon, I'll call for it. He's played me. We'll lay it across to Tom Cleverly. So at the height of his career right now, Tom Cleverly, the way he's been playing recently, the best form I've ever seen him in real life or in a video game. Play that down the line to Sacco. He's got Lukaku in the middle. Not many defenders there. Lennon underneath it. Aaron Lennon with the header. How's he even won a header there up against Nasser Chadley? There's a good 6 inches between them in height, but Chadley didn't even bother to attack it, and Lennon wasn't far away with that header. Close to 1-0 to Everton, but we have to remain at 0-0 for now, 25 minutes in. Here's Jones. I'm in space, and he'll give it to me. Around the corner to Cleverly. Now, what is the super informed Tom Cleverly going to do here? Well, I'll call for it. We'll decide for him, shall we? We'll give it to Lukaku. Not the best of turns, but he has managed to get it back in. Cleverly, surely not. Tom Cleverly, he's unstoppable right now. He's unstoppable on the hour mark. It's 1-0 Everton. The first touch just knocks it up into the air, and then the technique to wrap his foot around it, all of his leg around it, to then get it into that bottom corner and away from Michel Vorm. Tom Cleverly is playing out of his skin right now. That's world class. Just stand it up and then bosh into the top corner. Wow. Everton 1, Tottenham 0. It's all about him right now. Gibson to me. Cleverly's made the run. We'll try and get it to Gibson though, and it's worked. Here comes Bakary Sacco. Oh, lovely turn of pace. Sacco to Lukaku. Lukaku 2. Wow, simple move. We got really lucky actually, because my through ball that went back to Darren Gibson was initially he's trying to celebrate down the lens of the camera, and the cameraman's just walking off. The ball that went back to Darren Gibson was actually intended for Tom Cleverly, but that ball there was meant for Tom Cleverly. But it's a nice ball into Sacco. That touch opened up the move perfectly, and then it was a case of simply laying it across and letting Romelu Lukaku lash it into the back of the net. Everton 2, Tottenham 0. We're definitely going to come away with another set of 3 points here in the league. Where you going, Brian? I don't think even he knows at the minute. Nice ball into Leandro Rodriguez, who gets it back to me. Oh, he fell over. But we've turned the defender brilliantly. This is a perfect opportunity for 3. I've got someone coming across to me, though, but we found the back of the net regardless. Let's turn around and celebrate with Leandro Rodriguez. He was the one that set me through. Really nicely done. Flicked it on to me, and we just got a good first touch and turn on the defender, and then our pace was just too much. I thought maybe the defender was going to come across and get to me, but he just couldn't quite keep up. Able to hold him off and angle the run nicely to open up the shot into the bottom corner. Finessed it right, well, it wasn't actually right into the bottom. It was actually a comfortable height for the goalkeeper, but he couldn't get anywhere near it, even if he had been a little bit closer to it. So that is 3-0 to Everton now, and this has been, despite quite a difficult first half, a simple 3-0 victory in the second. A couple of quick-fire goals, and it's definitely going to be all 3 points going our way. Final whistle goes. That's a very simple 3-0 win. A solid second-half performance. 3 goals in the space of 20-odd second-half minutes. Gives us a 3-0 victory at White Hart Lane. We can't complain, can we? That was absolutely brilliant, to be completely honest. Wonderful goal by Tom Cleverly. He's in the form of his life right now. We're not far behind. We continue to score goals and get assists in this series and in this season. I'll check actually in the squad report to see how many goals and assists we've gotten this year. We've definitely gotten more assists this year than we have done in any other season so far in the My Player. Tyus Browning is back from injury. That is perfect timing considering Pennington just gotten yourself injured for 3 months, but we'll see if we can get a little bit more of progression through towards 87, perhaps. Despite curve going up, it's not doing anything for our overall. Never mind. Never mind. We'll have a look at the squad report to see what we're doing goal and assist-wise so far this season. Tom Cleverley now has 6 in 22, and I think all of those 6 come in the last 4 or 5 games. We've now got 10 goals and 9 assists. Lukaku has 19 in 28. 12 goals in 14 BPL games. Brilliant season for him so far this year, and we're not that far behind. 5 goals and 7 assists in 10 Barclays Premier League games. We couldn't be asking for a better season, to be completely honest. We're 86 rated, 3/4 of the way on towards 87, and we've moved to the top of the table, although Chelsea have the game in hand. But we couldn't have asked for more, really, for today. Well, we could have got a victory against Juventus, thinking about it, but never mind. Stoke City, and then the very, very important game against Ajax coming up in the next episode on Thursday. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed. As always, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. But I'll see you next time.